to Summoner's Rift.
Internet, hello and welcome to OKLCS Spring 2018. We are here for Week 1. I'm Alex HNA22, joined today by Casey Carradine Dodds. He will be guest casting for us for Week 1 of Gold Capped OKLCS. We're about to get into our first game of the split. It will be OU's Gold Cap team up against Taste Like Purple, veterans of OKLCS Gold Capped. They've been here for, I think this will be their third season in Gold Capped, if I'm not mistaken. In any case, veterans to the OKLCS up against a fairly new team. A lot of them, all of them are OU students. Some of them may have had some competitive experience, but without further ado, you know, we've been doing this for a while. We know what you're here to see. You know, you want to see the games. Without further ado, we'll go ahead and get into them and start off with game number 1. For those of you who don't know, all of the series are, wait, are these, this isn't muted, is it? I don't think it's muted. Test, no, we're not muted. Okay, good. I don't know, I can't tell sometimes with these mics, they have the lights on.
Yeah.
In any case.
Oh, here comes that sneaky invade.
Yep. This is OU Gold on the blue side, Taste Like Purple on the red side. For those of you who don't know, all of OKLCS in its current state is best of 3s. Unfortunately, we don't have all the time in the world in order to stream the games. So in general, we only stream one game per series, and that game will have the result of that game will have coincided with the result of the series. Whoever wins this game, hold on a second. Oh, they're gonna come in. Oh, face check by Cow6. Ivory picks up first blood for Taste Like Purple.
I remember my first game in the OKLCS.
That is very interesting. Your first game of the OKLCS, how did it go?
I believe I was playing Sona, and I walked back into the same bush, and I think I died the exact same way.
Oh, unfortunate.
They had snuck around, yep.
Alright, so, OU Gold, starting off, 1 kill down. Fortunately, no flashes burned on their side. Taste Like Purple will leash onto their blue buff for Panther with their bottom lane. And looks like on the same side, Hunger Bunger on Gragas jungle will be leashed onto his red buff. They will know that he started that side, so we'll see if Panther does anything with the knowledge that he has that Hunger Bunger started on the red side.
And I'm surprised that none of the ADCs started that strange relic shield start.
This is on patch 8.2, so the relic shield start has been nerfed, thankfully. Additionally, this is with the new support itemization where you don't buy the Sightstone anymore.
That's really strange, having that extra item slot. It's
well,
kind of nice.
Yeah, whether you have an extra item slot kind of depended on if you went for the Ruby Sightstone and the upgrade, or if you went for the Eye item. I always went for the Eye item. Oh, nice light binding onto Toe Knuckles. They trade relatively evenly thanks to the prismatic barrier. Cow6 is taking a lot of hurt here. Got slowed up. There's Summoner Heal Burn to keep Cow6 alive. He'll shield himself. Danny Phantom now getting returned back. Iwanaga gets exhausted. Summoner Heal Burn. They have to back away there. About even in terms of trades, except that Danny Phantom's the one who took most of the punishment on the side of Taste Like Purple.
Nicely done. I wonder if anybody from the OU team has actually played together, if they formed this team just to join our league.
Yeah, in general, so I do have some insight there. OU Gold, expect not to see too many repeats from any of their 3 teams because they're using OKLCS to try out players. So you should expect to see a lot of different players as the weeks go by. Ivory gonna throw out some Glitter Lances.
That's a lot of mana blow. Yeah. Almost everybody's trying to get some Pokemon.
A lot is happening. Like, not a lot of kills yet, but a lot of action happening already. Danny Phantom moving forward. If you look at their compositions, Taste Like Purple have gotten what has been called their signature composition with the Orianna and the Amumu. Toe Knuckles and Panther on these 2 champions just like to wombo their opponents in Gold Capped with just how much AoE they have with the Curse of the Sad Mummy and the Shockwave.
Danny Phantom likes to play carries who need to be protected early game because her late game power is definitely...
Yeah, Jinx did get a lot. I don't know if she's good, but she's definitely a lot better than patch 8.1 Jinx because of the some of the nerfs to other AD carries, such as Vayne, who can really just duel her.
She needed good nerf.
And Jinx also got a little bit of a buff in the form of the changes to her passive, the Get Excited, as well as...
Yeah, it doesn't stack anymore.
Yeah, you don't stack the attack speed anymore. Yeah. But it does allow you to exceed the attack speed cap. Meanwhile, an attempted gank into the top lane onto Clock from TLP.
And I like the blue team. I like OU's team composition. They have 3 strong poke champions with the Karma, the Varus, and Lux mid, which will allow them to poke down enemies around their turrets, hopefully ensuring that they will back off to take that turret.
Yeah, additionally, with poke, you always want to grab some disengage, which is exactly what Gragas will offer you. Gragas is a very good disengage jungler with the use of the explosive cast, splits up the team, allows your team to regroup a little bit if you ever do get engaged on.
Oh, and that's a gank from behind top lane. Gragas is coming in to grab Yasuo.
There we go. Hunger Bunger up behind Clock. Luke Ward comes in.
There it is.
Nice body slam interrupts. Flash away from Clock. There's the wallop is going to stun him up, but Luke Ward doesn't have his level 6. Clock throws out the wind wall. They don't have the damage. They burn the flash, but they're not able to secure the kill.
2 utility champions trying to kill somebody who puts out a lot of damage.
Yeah. It's just unfortunate because Hungermonger hadn't taken his recall yet. Luke Ward, he had to use a lot of his movement to get up there to help Hungermonger after he came in.
I think once they practice that move a little more, that's going to be an efficient game.
Yeah. What you have to understand is that when Gnar isn't Mega, or when he doesn't have his when Gnar doesn't have Mega Gnar ult, then he does more damage as mini. So that's why there was a little bit of a lack of damage, and Panther's gonna find Hungermonger with some greedy counter jungle.
He's going down.
Toe Knuckles is coming around. Hungermonger did have to flash over the side, but Panther's still chasing. Leg binding is gonna save the jungler. Nice play from Skolden.
Good disengage.
Iwanaga. They just throw up shields on their 80 carries and walk away.
Interesting poke lane. 2 poke supports. You never know who's gonna take the most poke.
Yeah, I think so. Ivory and Kha'Zix have both gone for Enchanter supports.
Yeah.
Which I think Enchanters are very good.
Very powerful.
Now, because you know, on patch 8.1 there was a large move towards the tanky engage supports like Alistar and Braum, not as much as engage, but he is a tank support, does offer a lot to your team. But with the changes to Sightstone, it means that Enchanters are able to grab their important items a lot faster. Whereas, you know, tank supports, sure, you get your Knight's Vow, your Locket a little bit faster, but that's not nearly as impactful as getting that Ardent Sensor 800 gold faster, that Redemption 800 gold faster. And they don't really miss out on those tank stats, because, you know, Sightstone only gives with tank anyway. Here comes Panther. There's the Flame Chomper's Bandage Toss misses, but Kha'Zix is a little far forward. Curse to the side, Mummy finds 2. Exhaust on the Panther. Flash away. Kha'Zix, 1 more auto. Ivory picks up the kill with the auto attack.
Nicely done. That's a free push. Most likely blue team's going to lose a lot of CS bot lane, even though they are mostly even.
Yeah, alright. So Clock coming in onto Luke Ward. He's got a 20 CS lead over Luke Ward's Gnar right now.
I see. How many stopwatches do you see on the board right now?
There are a total of 5. Ooh, that rocket was so close. Iwanaga staying around.
Yeah, that's a pretty powerful item to have in the game, that early stopwatch. How long does it take? 5 minutes?
6 minutes is when it turns on. Oh, Luke Ward jumps over. There's a good Gnar on the clock, but I don't think he got the stun. There's the wind wall. Yeah, he's out of boulders, and he's going to have to back away. There's the last breath. Clock picks up the solo kill. A little bit over-aggressive from Luke Ward.
Nicely done on TLC.
And Luke Ward, I don't think he had recalled at that point, so he was definitely down in combat stats, down a level. Hopped over the wall onto Clock's Yasuo without really having any backup. Not sure if that was the correct play, but here comes Hungermonger around the side. Body Slam is available. There's the slow from the Lucent Singularity, but he's going to get the movement speed from Command Dissonance. Hungermonger with no explosive cask is going to have to back away. And Hungermonger down 2 levels now to Panther's Amumu. Level 7 jungler to level 5. There's not even an ultimate on this Gragas right now.
No dragons yet, and both junglers are top lane.
Yeah, it looks like we do have a little bit of a visual bug saying that OU Gold has picked up 3 dragons as it is right now. That is not the case. Nobody has picked up a dragon just yet.
And that's not saying that they're gonna pick up all 3 of those dragons that you can see right now.
I don't know what that visual bug is, actually.
Kinda weird. Oh, Amumu's coming in for a lane gank.
Yeah. CS leads in favor of Taste Like Purple basically across the board. The only really even lane right now is Skolden in that mid for OU Gold.
Yeah. It's really good to see that Orianna can hold off against Lux's poke.
Yeah, well, in general, Lux is kind of actually relatively weak late game. Just because for her to push the lane or for her to trade it costs her a lot of mana. Hold on a second. Last breath being used. Body Slam comes in. Clock is going to take some damage, but he's gotten Luke Ward very low. That's a nice explosive cast. Knocks him right into the tower. He knocks up Hungermonger. He's looking for the kill back. Luke Ward going very low, but he finally goes down. OU Gold puts themselves on the board. Panther is looking for that lane gank. I don't know if he'd been spotted out or not, but he will finish his recall.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a Yasuo player, so I don't know if the Yasuo skills on him were decent or if it was because he finished his Phantom Dancer.
Yeah. Yasuo in general is considered a lane counter to Gnar in the top lane, because you can really just sort of dash through minions and get onto him when he's mini and do a lot of damage. And the Gnar is gonna be hard pressed to trade back with you because if you wind wall the boomerang, it disappears and you can't get the cooldown reduction from picking it up.
Wow.
And there we go. There he gets onto him. The stopwatch is not gonna save his life.
Should have saved that.
Oh, or maybe it will. He gets the good flash, hops away. There's the miss. Here comes Scoldin. Light binding blocked by the wind wall, but the bandage toss comes in. Panther gets a 3-man curse of the Silent Mummy, takes out Luke Ward. Now Hungerbunger body slams at the safety. Scoldin gonna have to take the blast cone out, but he might not have gotten the right way. Clock coming in. There's a barrier being used. Clock gonna get slowed up. Clock still wants it. Throws at the tornado. Doesn't find anyone.
Here comes the Jinx ult.
Only lose one. No, they're just looking for the 3-man dive. Light binding goes wide. Oh, you go. They're trying to go for it. That's a nice body slam, but Hungerbunger will be the first to fall. There's the wind wall. Look, there's a nice stopwatch. It will mean he survives for just a little bit longer. He's actually still alive. They couldn't take the tower long enough to take out Scoldin. Panther's coming in, but the light binding will keep himself alive. Scoldin makes it out.
Props to Panther for that counter gank, moving top lane and being ready to pick up that kill.
Iwanaga gets top of the sap. Nice summoner heal and the shield to dodge away from the flame chompers.
I love the movement speed that comes with Karma's shield that allows you to assist in their mispositioning.
Yep. It's really nice. Mantra E can be kind of seen as a budget Sivir ultimate, which itself is a very powerful ultimate.
Yes, it is.
So Tastes Like Purple slowly accruing gold lead.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah. As of right now, they're about 2.4k gold in the lead. Danny Phantom is moving forward very aggressively, just shoving that wave in.
She likes those hyper carries, and she is definitely farming up for that.
Yeah, and with Lulu and Orianna. Oh, flash body slam off from Hungerbunger onto Toe Knuckles. Explosive cast, that's the correct direction, but Scoldin was not on the same page. Summoner heal comes out. Panther gets in with the bandage toss. Toe Knuckles, he's still got the shockwave if he wants to throw it out, but they will just back away. No, there's a 2-man shockwave. Body slam to push away Panther. There's the final spot. Scoldin turns it around. Light binding to stop him. Super Mega Death Rocket lands, but Hungerbunger lives. Panther flashes out. Beautiful play from Scoldin from OU Gold. Clock goes in, last breath, and he might have gone a little bit too close that time.
Nice outplays on TLP. Good job.
Nicely played from Scoldin in the mid lane for OU Gold, but Tastes Like Purple, they just had one too many members in the area.
And you can tell TLP has definitely been playing together because every time OU Gold tries to make a play or get some kind of pick, TLP has always got another member there to turn it around.
Alright, Danny Phantom given some alone time with this bottom lane tower. He's just gonna clear out the waves. Here's Cow6 to finally follow that one up. Flame Chompers will zone him away.
And we're seeing pings by the blue team on Dragon because I'm assuming they know exactly where Amumu is.
Tastes Like Purple. Tastes Like Purple moving forward aggressively. Here comes the teleport from Luke Ward. Hungerbunger's in the area. Flash away from the Chain of Corruption. Luke Ward is in place. Exhaust goes down. The zap will slow him up. There's the slow from the bolt barrel. Hungerbunger gonna get caught by the glitter lance there. Body slam forward. Flash away. He pops in. Final spark. No! Ivory gets the summoner heal and the wild growth to stay alive. Tastes Like Purple. They're all backing away. OU Gold with enough members here to move onto that dragon, but instead they look at that mid lane tower. They've still got to deal with Clock, and Clock has just picked up Tower First Blood solo in the top lane.
Oh, Jinx is putting out heavy damage right now for only just a BF sword.
5 members from OU Gold in the mid lane compared to only 4 from Tastes Like Purple. They're trying to use their poke composition now to siege up, but that wave clear from Orianna and from the Jinx is proving difficult to deal with.
Amumu can go in, but he's out of position. Nobody's going to follow him up.
This is interesting. I don't think, maybe Iwanaga is playing a little bit behind, but he's picked up a Tear of the Goddess. Oh, hold on! So, Shockwave only finds 2 and not a lot of damage to come out just yet. In any case, Iwanaga with the Tear of the Goddess build, I'm kind of confused as to what his objective is, because normally when you go for the Tear of the Goddess build, you're looking to build more of a poke lane Varus, which is not what you would expect you to build a BF sword or the Berserker's Greaves. That implies that you're going for more of a DPS Varus. Light Binding is going to find Panther. They're going to poke him down a little bit and force him away.
blue team's going to secure this dragon unless...
Yeah, Panther looking for the steal, but he's going to get zoned away. Light Binding goes out. There's all of the members of Taste Like Purple. The smite goes down, and they will pick it up. OU Gold gets the dragon, but there's a Curse of the Sun Mummy. There's the stopwatch from Iwanaga, but he's surely going to be going down. Or will he? The wind wall comes out. They're flashing him away. He gets the move speed, and the Chain of Corruption will keep them alive. OU Gold with a successful disengage after the Baron, and now they've got pressure on the top lane from Luke Ward.
Nicely done.
It's not that great of to split your build on Varus when you're going for the Tear of the Goddess, and then you also have this attack speed. More often than not, I imagine that you want to go for the on-hit Varus variation, which is the Winsu's Rage Blade and the Runon's Hurricane, things like that, and not even really go for...
I'm hoping he didn't pick up the tier just so he could contest against Jinx's wave clear bot lane.
Yeah,
if he sells that tier, he's going to waste a lot of money on his build.
I really hope that's not the case. But OU Gold, even at tower count, by getting that one in the top lane, Taste Like Purple still have a lot of members stacked down here in the bottom lane. OU Gold doing their best to try and clear the waves. And they're going to have to give this one up. Taste Like Purple with 4 members, they will get this tower. It's 2 towers to 1, a 3.3k gold lead in favor of Taste Like Purple.
Nicely done.
Black Cleaver finished off for Luke Ward, so that means he will be able to chase people down a little bit better with that Phage passive.
And it looks like OU's mid turret might also go down.
Yeah, it's very low and Tastes Like Purple with the faster map rotation.
Yeah, they've got vision on 3 people not in mid lane.
Yep, and there it goes. Nothing Scolding can do, especially with the wind wall just clearing out his wave. Or wave clear, rather. And Hunger Bunger takes away the red buff.
TLP with a 4,000 gold lead at the moment and down 1 dragon, but they do have the turret advantage.
Yeah, OU Gold, they're going to get this one almost surely, right? It's very low.
And Orianna still has her stopwatch. So
they're trying really hard to get that one down.
Yeah, Varus' poke composition.
Oh, Super Mega Death Rocket being used. It actually got them tower aggro, so they actually have to back away at the risk of being 2v1'd by Danny Phantom.
Jinx is putting out a lot of damage. I don't know what Danny's runes are, but they're pretty aggressive.
Oh, here comes Clock. There's the wind wall just...
Flash a Mumu, flash a Mumu.
Ooh, that body slam into the thing. That's a good Nard, though. They root up 1. The final spark comes out. Shockwave finds nobody. Toe Knuckles misses, but they're still winning the fight. Clock on Yasuo goes in, goes deep, gets the double.
2 down. That could be the mid turret tier 2, or it could be the Rift Herald, because it should be expiring fairly soon.
Yeah, that Rift Herald's going to be gone in about a minute and 20 seconds. They don't think that they have the damage to take it out fast enough, so they're going to go for that mid lane tower.
They've got 2 people down, they're up in 10 seconds and 15 seconds, and it looks like Jinx is free pushing bot lane.
Yeah, they're leading Danny Phantom alone to get very far, and there's the wind wall just to stop any semblance of wave clear they have. Tastes Like Purple already get down most of this tower. Light Binding doesn't quite have the range.
Good wave clear. That is a strong counter to a poke composition like OU's, is the wave clear composition.
Yeah.
As long as they can prevent the blue team from taking any more turrets, they can't move into the next.
Yeah, and it's really hard for OU. They're trying to use their poke composition, and I don't think that they can really do this Herald fast enough. Well, they might surprise me. They with all 4 members here, they definitely probably can. It's going to despawn in 28 seconds, and it's not going to take them that long. Tastes Like Purple, last minute get the Rift Herald.
Good damage on Yasuo.
And Clock on Yasuo is getting really big. 4, 1, and 3 at this time. Will he be able to get this Infinity Edge when he recalls? Doesn't look like... Oh, he sells the Doran's Blade and he gets that Infinity Edge. So he's at that very powerful 2-item spike for Yasuo.
Yes, he is. I don't believe anybody else on the map has 2 items right now either.
No, it doesn't look like it.
So, Clock and Ivory for TLP, those are new members. Are they new to the OKLCS?
I don't recognize either of those 2 names.
I didn't know if there were name changes or anything. What 2 members did they lose? They lost Skylar and...
No, Scott, he was never on TLP.
I'm thinking of, I apologize. Please don't flame me.
Okay, they had, Silver Spade at support last time around.
That's who it was.
And then their top laner last time was... I couldn't tell you who their top laner was. I'm not gonna lie.
It was,
Slizzo.
Slizzo, that's right. Because he was going to play ADC last year and he moved top lane. Thank you, much obliged. Sorry.
Alright. OU Gold trying to clear out some waves. It's still 3 towers to 1. Tastes like purple. They've still got their Rift Herald ready to go whenever they find the time. Toe Knuckles is going to get slowed up by the boomerang, but Lukewarp doesn't want to go too deep because Clock just got in there and took a tower. There's the Gnar into the wall. They're going to slow him up. There's a shockwave to pull him off, but it doesn't matter with all the members of OU Gold there. That Yasuo is definitely going to be going down.
5-1. And I will say, out of all the teams I played against, TLP has superior vision control.
Look at that vision in the red side jungle. Panther goes in with the bandage toss, only finds a minion.
That was how my team lost so badly to their team, was they pushed vision aggressively into our jungle, and we could not make a move without them knowing where we were.
Look at that. Tastes like purple posturing around the Baron. They don't have super great vision control around that Baron area. They will have the paths to it from OU Gold's blue side jungle, but Lukewarp clearing out the control ward will secure some back in favor of OU Gold. And OU Gold really want to try and get some of these towers, get some global gold into their pockets.
I'm waiting for an aggressive Gragas play. All he's been doing is peeling so far, and I really want to see him come in and just take somebody out.
Yeah, what do you think of these, I mean, like, I've seen it done.
Yeah.
But what do you think of this Tardon's Brace on the tank jungler?
Oh my god, is that a thing?
Yeah,
just to accelerate their own build?
Yeah, so the thing about support items, support items are always very slot efficient. Yes, or not slot efficient. They're not slot efficient. They're gold efficient. Oh, here we go. Another dragon goes down in favor of OU Gold. Here's Panther getting in. Curse Sound Mummy finds 2. Wind Wall blocks him up. There's the wild growth onto him. Hunger Bunker, he's going to be going down. They get the last breath onto Iwanaga. Iwanaga falls. That's a good Gnar, but Lukewarp's all alone. Final Spark takes out Danny Phantom. Lukewarp will fall. And there's another knockup onto Cow6. Cow6 running himself out of there. One more auto. No, the shield comes out. Clock is gonna live.
That was a 400. He's got 800 points of shield on him because of the Orion and the Lulu shield.
Tastes like purple. They trade 2 for 1, but they lose another dragon over to OU Gold. OU Gold have been on top of these neutral objectives.
I would like to congratulate. What was it?
Cow6.
Cow6 and Hunger Bunker. They were right on the edge of that dragon wall, and they healed. She healed Gragas to ensure that Gragas could hop out, and that was a very impressive move. So frequently you will find people who focus on running around the wall to get into the action. Instead, he knew that Gragas was going to hop that wall, and he gave him the shield to ensure that he would survive.
Alright, so the Rift Herald being summoned. This looks like TLP didn't have the setup appropriate, so they have to burn it just to make sure that it doesn't, you know, go unused.
I think it's interesting that you always have vision of the Rift Herald. You always see that icon on your map, even if you have vision of it or not.
Yep. It was very big.
I know.
I mean, like, I feel like in universe, the Rift Herald is probably like tall enough that you could see it over the jungle, so you'd be like, whoa, holy cow, look at that thing over there.
I would love to see a 3-dimensional view of the game. Like, Riot has some graphics and stuff, and they show different movies in a 3-dimensional view. I'd love to get access to that software.
Yeah, that's my explanation of why you always see the Rift Herald whenever it gets spawned.
I would hate to hear the Rift Herald has spawned and you could not see what lane it was in. That would be horrifying. And it looks like they're going to send 3 people bot lane. Oh my gosh, that might be an easy Baron.
Yeah, that was smart.
What an
They
amazing...
used the Rift Herald to draw everyone on OU Gold bottom lane. And Tastes Like Purple, they're going to look for the Baron. OU Gold, they had just enough vision to know that that's not what they wanted to do, but they are now checking into a blind Baron area. Tastes Like Purple, they're getting ready to go for it.
TLP could have, well, I guess the Bush Bait wouldn't have been
Yeah, here we go. But Tastes Like Purple, they're already taking out the Baron pretty quickly. Here's the teleport coming in from Lukewarp. OU Gold looking for it. They're losing their tower. There's a nice knockup, but the Light Binding finds 2. Final Spark! Clock flashes away. That's a beautiful Gnar from Lukewarp. He gets 4. Clock goes down. It's a double kill for the Gnar. Panther misses the bandage shot. Shockwave doesn't get completed, and it's an ace for OU Gold.
Nicely done. If that teleport had not been up, that would have been a different game.
That was excellently played from OU Gold. Luke Ward, Nard, 4 people into the wall. They had no flash on clock. The Wild Growth used to keep him alive through the final spark. And OU Gold are going to be the ones who pick up the Baron in their favor.
And that was at least the second time I've seen Nard do an ultimate with 4 people.
Now Luke Ward on this Gnar, he was losing early on to Clock's Yasuo in that lane counter matchup that he it seems like he got countered.
Yeah.
But he has been really doing well for the team in team fights.
Exactly, even though he's had a bad lane,
and I mean, look,
his
CS is now over that of Clock's Yasuo.
Luke Ward on the mid game. Look at his team fights, consistently getting 3 and 4 people in his Gnar ultimates.
And now the gold lead is only 1,000.
I know, they were up by 4 or 5.
At some point they were, you're right.
Vision Denial, grabbing jungle gold, doing something other than pushing because the waves are just about even right now. Can't really push a wave safely on your own.
So now, finally, all 3 outer towers go down in favor of OU Gold. They've still got the Baron. What can they do with it? They need to try and even up those global objectives.
I anticipate seeing in the near future the entire red team trying to kill Gnar as soon as possible.
I mean, that's very scary because to kill Gnar, you kind of have to like walk up and try and keep on hitting him, and that just means when he goes mega, he's gonna Gnar you all into the wall just like he did that time.
They're gonna have to use their superior vision to try and pick Gnar out, but I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Clock just picked up a frozen mallet though, and that is a very scary Yasuo in spite of everything.
I love Baron plays.
Alright, so Iwanaga has actually gone for a build on Varus that I have not seen in a very long time, which is the crit build. The more traditional ADC build. It's not as though it's bad on Varus,
No,
but
he's going for a poke build.
no, it's not even a poke build. The poke build you would expect to see lethality.
Hybrid.
No, it's not. There's like, it's not really anything. It's like, there's 3 different builds on Varus. I think the crit build is not bad, but I think it's by far the worst of the 3.
I'm still waiting for what he's going to do with the tier. I think he's going to sell it off. I think he used it for his early game.
He's got to build it into a Miramana, which I mean, also again I think is suboptimal when you've delayed your crit items. He's got a Last Whisper now, so it's most certainly going to be that crit build. So for more physical damage, I guess he feels like Skolden is doing enough magic damage. He doesn't need to go hybrid with the Gwinsu's Rage Blade.
Okay. And I've seen that a lot so far, especially versus both ADCs. They're not trying to ensure they're making impactful usage of their abilities. They're just trying to spam them to put as much damage down as they can.
This is a very tenuous fight around Dragon. All 5 members of both teams are there. You will have the wave. I think it's pushing in favor of OU Gold if those numbers look
and this
correct
dragon
in the top lane.
This dragon could be anyone's game. Not that we have prior knowledge of who might have it.
Right, so Toe Knuckles handed off the blue buff. The wind wall goes out. Over the side, Panther looking for an engage.
Split up. The red team split.
No, Panther is looking for the engage right now.
Nicely done, taking down that Baron of Hearts siege minion. All they want to do is push into turret and use that.
And this Baron is almost gone though. The Baron will be expiring fairly soon here. They're looking for the knockup onto 2 members, but OU Gold, they don't get engaged on there. Hungerburger taking a little bit of punishment. That's a good life binding. Final Spark finds 2. The Wild Growth keeps Danny Phantom alive, and they will mean a tower for OU Gold.
And the gold lead has been tied.
Yeah, it's 100 gold, the difference between these 2 teams. This would be a massive comeback from OU Gold if they were to win this game.
I know, good job on OU's part. Like, they did not try to overextend. They didn't try to overdo vision. They didn't try to say, we're behind, we need to do something about it. They played cool, they stayed calm, and they managed their team fights accordingly. Good Dragon. They got those heals. They want long, extended poke trades. They do not want to be engaged upon by a move. They don't want the Orion ult. They want to poke, to heal, and to let them push their minions into turrets by themselves.
Yeah, I think TLP have, after that Baron play, they've kind of faltered a little bit. They're definitely not playing it as cool as they were in the early game. Clock really needs to be the one split pushing right now, because even with how well Luke Ward is playing this Gnar, it's basically impossible for him to 1v1 the Yasuo just by virtue of champion picks at this point in the game. With the Infinity Edge, with the Phantom Dancer, he's going to have supreme dueling potential as well as the Frozen Mallet to ensure that once Luke Ward gets jumped on, then he's not getting away.
No, he is not.
Additionally, I also think that they would win the 4v4 on the other side of the map, so it's just a really rough situation for OU Gold if TLP were to play this out correctly. But instead, Clock is so afraid of his team getting engaged on by the Gragas and the Gnar together that he has been staying with his team and not really making use of their split push oriented composition. And meanwhile, Clock now wants to go in. Hungerbunger gonna body slam out Clock. Nice sidestep on the knockup. The Frozen Mallet just keeping him slowed, but Hungerbunger is very tanky right now. He's actually gotten mostly support itemization on this Gragas. He's even got a nice bow in addition to that eye.
Oh wow, he must have a lot of faith in his ADC.
Tastes like purple. They've still not done anything other than group as 5.
Gragas kept his support item.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
I expected them to get rid of it after they got the gold they needed.
No, you get it because it offers you even more vision control with the way that it upgrades now.
Okay. Oh, good point. He doesn't lose an item slot.
I mean, in the very late stages of the game, you're going to be losing out on slot efficiency because the item doesn't give you nearly as much as, say, a Randuin's or Dead Man's Plate, which I don't recommend building in general because I don't like Dead Man's Plate in today's meta.
I like Dead Man's on an aggressive person, like a bruiser, but right now you're not seeing a lot of bruisers in the games.
The bruisers are kind of just like in an awful place. A lot of people think so. Irelia and Jax main's all whining about it. Alright, and now you do see Clock and Luke Ward matching in the bottom lane. Panther looking for the engage because they see the Gnar is not here.
Oh my goodness. Alright, top lane's fighting bot lane. We got Baron up in less than 20 seconds, and Vision is going out that way. Blue team has done a nice job pushing the Vision into the enemy jungle.
Ivory's taken a lot of poke.
Yeah.
A lot of people have difficulty playing against Lulu because, you know, when you try and focus on one person, hold on a second, Panther and Hungerbunger find each other, they're just gonna fight a little bit over Vision. Hungerbunger is fairly safe to just body slam out of there.
Giving a good wave. How's it going? Jungle to jungle, backing off.
Oh, Iwanaga's a little bit out of position here, but Tastes Like Purple doesn't look like they were confident enough to go for the aggressive engage onto the lone AD carry.
I don't like Danny's build. I don't like her build.
Hold on. What, why is that? Go ahead.
Well, we've got some wave clear on her. We have the static shiv. We have Runeans, those are items I build when I'm behind on ADC. I'd expect to see more aggressive items, more high damage, high attack power items.
I don't know. I don't see anything for Shockwave only onto Iwanaga, but mostly absorbed by the shield from Kha'Zix and Iwanaga. He's going to be able to get some sustain up with that. He only has the Doran's Blade worth less. Yeah, fair. But I think that he has Fleet of Foot. So he will have the heal from that as well.
And again, I don't play ADC, I'm not an ADC main. So she might be using that build to prevent the poke team from poking them.
I think this is actually okay. There's not a lot of armor on the side of OU Gold. Yeah. They have the Knight's Vow and they have the Stone Plate, which is kind of like a half armor item.
Yeah.
But so you don't really need the Last Whisper, and in general you do want the double Zeal item on the AD carry, like Jinx.
Okay.
So I think this is okay from Danny Phantom, really.
There's that good poke going on with move. That's what they want.
And Hungerbunger is surprisingly tanky for a jungler building mostly support items.
The blue team desperately wants to poke down the enemy engagers if they can. That way, if a Mumu comes in half health, he's going down.
Yeah, but that Amumu is still very tanky. He's got an Abyssal Mask, and he's got almost a Stone Plate.
and look at the poke on the red team. They know how to
look,
poke back.
look, OU Gold, they're rotating up to the top lane where they've already got a wave prep, and Clock is a little bit caught out here. Hungerbunger gonna get polymorph. Uh-oh, that's a hop in from Luke Ward. That's a 3-man Curse of the Sun Mummy, and OU Gold melts! Hungerbunger gonna go down. The redemption keeps him alive for just a little bit longer. Now OU Gold, they're running for their lives. Light Binding goes out. Double kill comes up for Danny Phantom, and she gets excited. The knockup not gonna land, but the slow will. Luke Ward about to go in. He goes Mega, gets the Stone Blade. Nars, 2 into the wall, and Danny Phantom backwards, but he's all alone. No help, and Skolden is now gonna get baited in. He gets flashed on. Or he flashes out rather, but he think he got slowed. The wind wall, the flash forward, Banish Toss goes wide. The barrier comes out, but Skolden is not gonna get any efficiency from that.
They were informing me on Jinx's build. That's what I was waiting for. You see, the blue team.
Skolden, Toe Knuckles is gonna find him. Light Binding goes out, doesn't catch him. The Shockwave, Skolden gonna go down. Ace for Taste Like Purple, and now they're on the Baron.
The blue team tried to engage under top lane turret tier 2 without poking down the red team's purple. And that is essential for comps to win condition. You must poke down the enemy team.
The thing, I think the biggest thing there was, they weren't aware of where TLP was. What they were trying to do is they had Luke Ward and Hungerbunger jump in. They were trying to see if they could kill Clock before the rest of the team got there. Unfortunately, a really nice whimsy from Ivory meant that Hungerbunger couldn't really get in. And then their engage was fragmented, and that meant that they could sort of just clean up with the help of the good Curse of the Sun Mummy from Panther.
Man, he got normally ulted 3 people under turret. It was really impressive.
Now OU Gold, the Elder Dragon would be a big pickup for them, but Hungerbunger gets knocked up. He's gonna get jumped on with the Banish Toss and gets blown up. Toe Knuckles on a killing spree. Tastes Like Purple will get the Zero Dragon Elder.
Hungerbunger. Sad day. I don't know. He's playing as a support jungler, and it's weird. I want to see more damage coming out of Gragas, but I don't.
And then what's even more interesting to me is that I've just now noticed that he actually has the Runic Echoes enchant, which is kind of the opposite of what you would expect when you build the support items on Gragas. You'd rather have that Cinderhold.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. That might be why he picked up the Sightstone and kept it. So instead of getting the...
Well, yeah, but the Cinderhold just becomes more effective by... Banish Toss lands, and the Curse of the Sun Mummy. They don't need more than one. Kausik's gonna go down. Panther will get focused down. Final Spark comes out. Luke Ward in the meanwhile got a good Gnar in the back line, but no damage. Double kill goes over to Iwanaga. Shockwave finds Luke Ward, and Luke Ward will finally go down, but Iwanaga does not have the superior DPS. Danny Phantom has that honor. Rocket goes out. Hungerbunger blocks it up. Tastes Like Purple, they have both of their carries alive. Hungerbunger and Skolden were just trying to clear the waves, but it's really hard against the Baron buff. Light Binding gonna find him, but he has no Final Spark. Body Slam onto him. Toe Knuckles that's a good explosive cast. Danny Phantom gets the Summoner. He's gonna go down. The shield's not enough to keep him alive.
Oh, bless.
Her alive, rather. I'm sorry.
Note to the OU, even though you're fighting them under turret, they still have Baron empowered minions, and they do a lot of damage.
The biggest problem, though, Luke Ward got a really nice thing, Gnar off in the back line, but no follow-up because they were so busy focusing down Panther, who's just providing so much zone of control from TLP's side. And then Danny Phantom slowly, while that's all happening, though, both teams are focusing down each other's tanks.
Yes, they were.
But the thing is, they have a Jinx. So when Jinx finally focuses down your tank, she's going to be doing a lot more damage than the Varus thanks to Get Excited. That was the main reason why it looked like OU Gold could have lost that fight. Unfortunately, Danny Phantom pushed a little bit too far forward, gets caught by the Light Binding, and finally goes down.
Their ADC is a little bit more hyper carry status than the OU's. We got a DC coming in.
Alright, Tastes Like Purple. They're looking for yet another push in the mid lane. They still got one Baron buff on Toe Knuckles. They want to make use of it. I don't know how much longer it lasts.
And TLP has their gold lead back, 4,000.
Yeah, this game has been
back and forth.
A little back and forth. Although TLP, they've almost, I don't think at any point were they not in the gold lead. It's just been whether they've been a bigger gold lead or a smaller gold lead.
Yeah, but good job on the rookie team on OU Gold for so far, man. They've put up a fight.
Yeah, and again, this is against Taste Like Purple, who have been into Gold Cap playoffs a number of times.
wave clears, and that's it. Both waves are about the same. Yasuo split pushing by himself, bot lane. Top lane on the red side, they're also about to lose their turret.
Yeah, and this is what they should have been doing. Clock is now pushing out that bottom lane by himself. The other 4 members, they need to push in at the same time as Clock gets that way to the tower so that he doesn't get engaged on. Luke Ward is going to see him there.
That's the 4v1 I like to see. And when Yasuo teleports in, I'd recommend either killing somebody on the red team or running.
Tastes like purple. They're now rotating up to the top lane to try and correct that wave.
Gold denial. They do not want the blue team to be able to push out and take any form of gold. I don't want to say it's overzealous to send all 4 teams top lane.
Oh, Clock looking for the 1v1 with Luke Ward.
Oh my god.
He's about to go mega.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
No, he's...
What? Oh, okay.
Is he
I
gonna
guess
take the turret?
He's just trying to make them think that he's not there so that he can get more pressure when they send more people away from him. I guess that's what's happening.
Oh man. I would feel silly. No Baron buffs. Baron's back up in a minute and a half though.
Chase like purple, they're being forced away by the 4-man squad of OU Gold. Luke Ward is really just relegated to clearing waves down here.
Getting that farm up. And we've almost reached that point in the game where everyone's full build and it comes down directly to skill.
Yeah,
Almost.
This all comes down to execution at this point.
Yeah, engage, counter engage, and then carries popping off.
Yeah, I really think that just based on composition at this point, Tastes Like Purple, if they split the map, they will... I think they can win both sides of it.
They're going to clean up. They definitely have enough wave clear to put them in the turrets. 5 turrets to 4, nothing too aggressive at the moment, but the blue team does have 2 Ocean Drakes. They got that good sustain, they won't have to back. What do they do? What, TLP, what are you doing right there?
They're bush baiting.
Get out of that bush!
Well, the question is, why are they bush baiting in their own jungle?
Yeah.
But...
What are you doing in there?
I mean, during that time, look what Calcix did. Look at all that vision around the Baron area that they just acquired for OU Gold. Yeah. Tastes Like Purple are wasting a lot of time here.
TLP does this. I've seen them do this multiple times in multiple games. They like the bush bait. And it's an effective strategy. It's a cheese. It's an effective strategy. Yeah, I know. That's crazy.
All right, so the Baron spawning in 20 seconds.
Oh, that's why. One of my favorite things to do in this game is to hurry up and wait. They're not rushing, they're not moving, they know exactly where they're going when the Baron respawns. Oh, they're about to pick the enemy jungler. Oh my gosh.
Hungbunger is not moving in that direction. He's trying to collect more vision around the Baron, and the Baron is live now. All 5 members of OU Gold around the area. They know there's no vision on it because of that control ward, and now they're starting it up.
They might be able to pick him.
Ward is going to pop himself over there. Tastes Like Purple. They know what's happening now.
Going in hard.
The Baron very low. There's
real hard.
A bandage toss misses. There's the smite, and OU Gold picks up the Baron. What? The wind wall is not going to be enough. Clock goes in and goes down.
Wow! I did not anticipate that.
Oh, flash chain of corruption. Luke Ward doesn't find the 80 carry, but Danny Phantom trying to kite it out. Nar misses. Bandage toss goes wide as well. Panther now having to back away.
Adrenaline's high. There's a lot of missed skill shots right now. This could be it.
OU Gold, they have a 4v5 advantage and the Baron buff. Redemption gonna top up all of their members as they look for the end in the base of Taste Like Purple.
TLP, what are you doing?
Ivory's gonna throw out the Glitter Lance, and at this point, Danny Phantom just really needs to get ahead, get into the fight with Ivory's empowerment. The inhibitor goes down in favor of OU Gold.
This is cocky. They're going to push to win. Yes, is up in 10 seconds.
That's a big wave in their favor in the top lane. Hungbunger takes a little bit of damage.
This is cocky.
And, uh-oh, Danny Phantom starting to move forward. Panther looking for a bandage toss. He's still got the Curse of the Sad Mummy.
I would rotate top. That's just me, though. I would not stick around. That's
both waves of pushing, both side waves pushing in favor of OU Gold.
Oh, that's an easy one. I didn't see that. I think the minion was just popping.
There's another one going down in their favor. OU Gold picks up yet another.
That's something I see a lot in the Gold Cap, is when you have your enemy team in that base, they like to stay in the base.
Alright, OU Gold, they're backing away. That's too slow. very large wave. Oh, Luke Ward goes in. He's about to go mega. Nars 2. Panther gets a curse of the Sun Mummy onto 2 members. Danny Phantom gonna get pushed away by the final perk with the last breath onto 2. They're backing away. No one's died yet. Clock will be the first one to fall. Super Mega Throcket. Iwanaga gets blown up. And that means that Danny Phantom is excited. Hunger Bunger running away. It's OU Gold 4 on the map against 4 on the map for the side of Tastes Like Purple.
1 for 1. Not bad.
OU Gold, they're looking for it. They've still got Panther for their engage. Danny Phantom now
still with those Baron empowered super minions. 3 of them, not super, sorry, cannon minions. Good gracious, that could have gone either way. That was a
very close fight. Luke Ward and Hunger Bunger are just landing some really good disruptive ultimates on the side of Tastes Like Purple. They've managed to stave off the death of their bottom lane inhibitor on the side of Tastes Like
Purple. I cannot believe that. Good on them. Jinx started popping off.
Yeah, it's just too dangerous to try and look for that fight when your AD carry is dead and Danny Phantom still running wild with the Get Excited.
And you know, it would be an appropriate time to pause the game so you can get your strategies in line.
Man, there's too many OKLCS memes now.
I'm sorry.
Oh, but you do see Hunger Bunger. He's actually sold his Runic Echoes for the Cinder Hogan now.
Okay, I'm glad he did something like that.
And Glacial Shroud will be building into his last item. Could be Righteous Glory, possibly. No, could be Iceborne. Could be just straight up Frozen Heart.
I'm assuming it's gonna be an Iceborne because of how much AD the enemy team has.
I mean, it could be the Frozen Heart. The Frozen Heart would actually be very effective here. Tastes Like Purple. They're still trying to fight over this Elder because...
How well does Gragas scale on AP? Is it really strong?
Not that great. Scales better. Uh-oh, Cal6 is a little out of position. Thankfully, they have the Scuttle Crab so they can speed themselves out of there. Oh, Body Slam goes in, only finds Ivory. They're trying to stall this one out. They're waiting for their waves and Luke Ward in the top lane to push in so that they can get this Elder Dragon uncontested. Good. The teleport coming in. Oh, interrupted! Wow. Clocks teleport interrupted. Panther goes in. Flash. Curse of the Side Mummy finds 3, but there's no follow-up. Then Locket comes in. Iwanaga is trying to kite it out, but the wind wall will block out most of its damage. Redemption's coming in from both sides, but there's the last breath. Iwanaga goes down. Tastes Like Purple. They're getting in Panther. Super Mega Throcket. Hunger Bunger will be the next to fall. Double kill goes over to the Yasuo. Clock gets in. Cal6 goes down. Danny Phantom gets a kill. There's this Get Excited, and 4 members of OU Gold fall.
Oh, hey, Oriana's back.
Tastes Like Purple. They're pushing in on the mid lane. Their wave is not available, however.
TLP just 4v5 the enemy team.
They're looking to try and just push with the help of the Lulu shield, but backdoor playing makes it very slow. But they will get it. They have Yasuo, they have Jinx.
But is this the end of the game? They've cracked the inhibitor, mid lane.
Yeah, there's no way they can backdoor two Nexus towers. Not with backdoor plating.
You scumbag. Looks like they're going to take that free Elder Dragon, which, not that they can get too much. There's Toe Knuckles left the game.
Yeah, Elder Dragon. This will be the second Elder Dragon going down in favor of Tastes Like Purple. They still 0 dragons to themselves, so it will not be that powerful with an Elder Drake buff.
They still get the true damage?
Yeah, they will still get true. It's not as high. True damage goes up when you have more dragons.
Okay, that's what it is.
But you do get themselves. More importantly, that means that OU Gold can't get it.
Exactly. They would be able to out-heal almost anything as long as they had a couple of seconds.
Yeah, and now this is the point where... This is the point where Tastes Like Purple's comp is really going to come online. It's really hard. OU Gold had to get basically the perfect engage while the wind wall's not available.
Is Oriana back in game? I mean, he's moving around. It said he left game. Look at them not pausing when they're mid laner DCs.
I mean, it very well could have been paused. We don't get to see pauses during replays.
I did not know that. Oh, well, never mind. I was expecting it.
In any case,
this has been back and forth. Still, TLP with 4,000 gold lead. At a point where it doesn't really matter. Almost all the teams are full build. Almost. Mumu going for that Bramble, trying to prevent any healing on the...
Yeah,
does
makes sense.
Does Bramble affect shield or just heals?
Just heals, but that's a caught Iwanaga Curse of the Sun Mummy. They blow him up. Super Mega Death Rocket is all they needed from Danny Phantom. Panther did enough damage on his own.
That's it.
Tastes Like Purple with a good pick onto the 80 carry on the side of OU Gold. And the Baron spawning in 15 seconds.
Right around.
And this is really bad spot. The body slam onto Clock just to disengage.
Ooh, good win wall. That's a big win wall. Both junglers still alive. One teleport. No, both teleports are down.
This is dangerous from OU Gold. Not only do they not have their 80 carry, but they also don't have any of the tools that he offers. The Chain of Corruption. Tastes Like Purple taking a little bit of punishment from that Baron.
Got that Rift Scuttle. Look at them scuttling around. They're baiting. That's exactly what they're doing.
Panther a little bit split from his team, but Luke Ward cannot get onto him. There's a slow, and the Frozen Mallet coming in, but here comes the rest of the team, and he goes Mega at a relatively inopportune time, actually.
Orianna still out of the fight. Looks like he's still trying to get his connection back in order.
Go Calcix.
Good poke
from onto Q.
And it looks like their base.
Yeah, Tastes Like Purple. They just interrupted their recall so that the towers are going down to the super minions.
Good call on the. You can definitely tell that OU Gold. OU Gold has a strong knowledge of the game. They know what they're doing. The metagame is strong.
Yeah, the thing. Yeah, and like we said, these are 5 players who essentially have never played together before.
That's what it seems
It's
like.
very impressive that they're able to stand up against these. I know I've been overusing the word, but they are veterans of the OKLCS.
Yes,
They've been playing together I mean, not all 5 of them, obviously, but the team as a whole has been playing together for a very long time. They've gotten their playstyle down. They know what they want to do. They want to hyper carry with Danny Phantom. They want to wombo with Panther and Toe Knuckles picks.
I'd like to give a shout out to Panther and Toe Knuckles. Their vetting process for picking people to come on their team is thorough. They don't just take anybody. They pick up only the best players.
Right, now Tastes Like Purple. They're the ones pushing aggressively in that mid lane.
Stand around, wait. I don't know about the red team. Okay, they're rotating. I was about to say, I wouldn't stand there. I would rotate.
Yeah. Oh, Calcix. This is very dangerous for Calcix to walk. He walked up to try and get vision by himself.
Yeah.
Very easy to catch out a support like that.
I know I've been caught out of support like that. Uh-oh. He's trying,
looks
man.
Like Toe Knuckles is
Don't
about
do
to
it.
get executed by the
no.
minions. Oh man, that is very unfortunate timing.
You probably still DC'd. Yeah.
Yep, there he goes.
Oh man. That poor guy. He's trying his best though, isn't he?
That is very unfortunate.
And what is it? They get 3 pauses that equal up to 15 minutes?
No, you're allowed pause time up to a total of 15 minutes per game.
So it doesn't matter how many times you pause it as long as you add the time.
In any case, Tastes Like Purple, they've got to deal with the super minions in the bottom lane. And honestly, taking side lane inhibitors is better than taking mid lane inhibitor unless you can end faster.
I didn't know that.
Because if you take the mid lane inhibitor, the super minions will channel in and they'll split onto the Nexus towers. Whereas if you take the bottom lane inhibitor, all the super minions will attack the same Nexus tower, which means it's a lot easier to take out Nexus towers with minion waves that way.
I don't remember that. And honestly, TLP doesn't look too disappointed that they've got all this free gold coming straight to their base. 5,000, build's almost full. Bramble's still on a Moo. Lux is almost got her full build as well. She's got a big one. I almost said big rod, I apologize.
I mean, it is very needlessly large.
Nah, yeah, it is. Got a couple of scanners. We've got different trinkets upgraded. Oh man, I'm excited to see where this game is going to go. Anytime, anybody who makes the first pick, whoever makes the first move and loses, is going to lose the game.
Yeah, this is a very, you can cut the tension in this game with a string, with a knife. Sorry, not a string. It is a string. The analogy is that it is a string, and you can cut it with a knife.
Nobody wants to be the first person to engage, because they start this.
All right, OU Gold starting up the Baron already. The inhibitors have respawned for Tastes Like Purple, so they are very free to come and contest this one. One Mountain Drake for OU Gold. Here's Clock. He's gonna get the vision down. Monster Q. The Panther gets in. He steals it. Tastes Like Purple gets the Baron. There's the curse of that mummy. Danny Phantom flashes into the pit. Last breath onto Hunker Bunker, and they lose their jungler and the Baron.
Lucian is running.
And that's disaster for OU Gold.
Nice. How did he Q onto the Baron? Yeah.
Panther Q'd onto the Baron,
Baron.
gets a nice smite steal off. And OU Gold, that's disaster.
Did they even have vision at the time when he Q'd in?
I think they did. I think they did. But if not, that's even more impressive, you know?
I might have made fun of him for the 5 Qs that he's missed throughout this game, but that is the 1 Q that mattered.
Yep.
Nicely done, kind sir. Man, that's all he needed. Baron buff, pushing into the blue team base.
And it's really just kind of rough. An OU Gold. Oh man, that is a good catch onto Iwanaga. Iwanaga gets Guardian Angel. OU Gold, they're losing their AD carry as it happens. The Shockwave comes in. Not really necessary, but they will get it. The final spark comes out, but the Stone Plate from Panther absorbs most of the damage.
Why are they drinking?
Oh, Luke Ward goes in, there's a flash Gnar, Gnar's 4, but no stuns, and there's nothing he can do. The wind wall stopping the rest of the damage from OU Gold. Luke Ward does make it out, but he's just trying to stall for his team to come back online. Hunger Bunger respawn now. Tastes Like Purple, they're focusing on the tower. The first Nexus tower goes down. Tastes Like Purple, will they have made it? They finally close it out. The wind wall comes out. Curse of the Sun, Mummy doesn't matter. Tastes Like Purple will get the win over OU Gold.
Slash D, nicely done. The whole time, TOP in the lead with the gold, and they did not give up. OU put up a good fight.
That was a really nice game from both teams. Honestly, just that was really just anyone's game that came down to that Baron, and I have to say, I want to critique OU Gold just a little bit, because when you know that the enemy jungler is an Amumu, someone who can very easily get into the pit from the backside, it's gonna be a 50-50. If he gets in, nobody's zoning him, nobody's denying vision.
Exactly.
And it was just really unfortunate for OU Gold that they were not able to get that Baron. Even if they had gotten that Baron, that was a disastrous fight that they took afterwards.
But I will say, I'm excited to see every game that OU plays.
I'm looking forward to growth from this team as they continue to practice together. We'll see more players coming in and out, but, you know, look forward to seeing it.
Do they just have like 10 subs? Is that what it is? And they rotate people?
They have a lot of people.
Okay.
In any case, we're going to take a short break before we get into our second game of the day, which will be between Nompton Gaming and Beta Fox. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in just a few minutes.